This is a much delayed music review for a friend of mine. I said I'd do it several weeks ago. In the interval, unfortunately, one, I was very busy, and second, I picked up a wonderful poison ivy rash on my hands and face from somewhere, which took some time to go down. Some complete plum's been letting it grow rather wild in the local park. But anyway, in any case, let me share this piece of music and we'll all have a listen to it together. Right. That's a companion piece to my friend John's other piece, First Night in Tokyo. You can see it repeats some of the same themes and some of the same towns, but there's more a feeling of leave taking, which, considering both pieces were recorded as a tribute to someone who's passed on, is entirely appropriate. There's a feeling in that middle section with the almost, I wouldn't say a choir of voice because it's more loops and stuff like that, but it does emulate to an extent the human voice. You're reminded of the banshee or the headless ghost of Japanese myth and a leave taking, and it slowly winds down after a fairly furious middle section. Of all things, I'm reminded of Lou Reed's Magic and Loss, which attempted to deal with the loss of several friends. I listened to that when I was about 19 to 20, and it helped me get over losing a parent and several other people who died in over a short period where I was feeling massively pressured and massively stressed. It helped me slowly get past it. And unfortunately, we all go through such transitions in life. And music or art is one way of dealing with them, one way of processing the feelings and getting it out. And I think that's a very accomplished piece there. Unfortunately, as I say, my guitar playing is not to patch on John's, especially since I've not practiced properly for years. Been too busy studying away and doing other things. Right now, I do have the time to pick it up, but I think I'd find myself embarrassed by what I'd get out of a guitar. I'd probably be struggling to do bar chords at this point, but I think I will have a try. I will be coming back to do another couple of pieces by John shortly, but let that one find its audience, so to speak. And remember, support independent music. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a 1001 Sabrina Carpenter's, and although there's nothing terrible about her, she's genuinely funny pop music. We probably want something a bit better as you're getting older, especially if you're young watching this. You probably want to graduate to slightly deeper music.